Hey everybody, welcome back to Hellscape, and this is the episode where I'm gonna fight a gym battle that I certainly cannot win. I will lose this gym battle.
Wow.
Get excited for my loss that is coming, because I am
Why don't you
not
just kill
prepared for this
yourself
gym.
then?
In real life?
Yeah, in real life.
Oh,
That's
wow!
definitely what I meant.
That's an unpheasant Demigloom. Look at him.
I'm looking.
Look at his rooster tendrils.
Yeah. I love unpheasant.
Do you actually?
I do, actually.
Yeah, and pheasant's pretty cool. People don't like him. They say he's one of the not good birds, but I disagree.
Well, all I have to go on is how he looks, so...
No, but like not even all the dumb birds are the same stat wise, like the fucking Route 1 birds, but people don't like unpheasant for whatever reason. But I think he's pretty cool.
Huh.
Oh, fuck your fucking roost ass bullshit. Kill yourself. I think roost is a big no.
Yeah.
I
Well,
say
want to talk more about this no? And then we can talk about a yes, perhaps?
no, we're not doing that again. We're gonna
Never again.
we were talking about ranking Nintendo consoles. We were having
Oh
that
shit, you want to
conversation
do
before
that?
we had to pause the recording, and then we got on other things once I got back. So yeah, we can
I
we
was
can
gonna
we can.
I was gonna ask if you wanted to make that like a separate video, like a non-Hellscape video.
Oh, we should do that for like my main channel or something, or Demi
Yeah.
and the Goons, like actual good content.
Yeah. We should just start uploading all of your content to Demi and the Goons.
Do you wanna?
I mean, depending on what it is.
I'll just make my main all of my main channel content will just go on Demi and the Goons instead.
Yeah. So you can make me bigger instead of like using my platform to like grow your own. Like, just make me bigger with your content.
Yeah, I'll make you bigger with my content. I'll already be earning ad revenue. It'll be great. I am the goon. That is my identity. That is all I am, is the goon. Of Demi and the Goons fame.
Yes.
Why am I too
You know,
stupid to do this shit? You
you
know
know what a
what?
yes, you know what a yes is?
Oh my fucking god. What is a yes? Tell me.
Fucking Bored James. Do you remember Bored James?
I'm vaguely familiar with Board James. Is it actually good? I've never watched any of it.
Bored James is so good.
Okay.
It's significantly better than Angry Video Game Nerd.
That's big talk, damn.
No, it is. But I'm telling you right now, it's. So, all right, tell me what you know about Board James.
I know it's a game where James Rolfe of Angry Video Game Nerd fame talks about board games. I think I just
Yeah.
said a game where he talks about board games.
Yes.
A
Show.
YouTube series where he talks about board games.
Web series, because you gotta remember this shit was on cinemassacre.com before it was on YouTube.
Oh shit,
So
okay.
AVGN was like that too. They Cinemassacre actually reaches like true like web series status. And yeah. So basically he's a character named Board James who's like separate from AVGN or like just James Rolfe. And it's basically it's kind of like Angry Video Game Nerd where he like talks about board games
Angry
like in
board
the
game
show.
nerd.
Yeah. But he's not like angry. Like most of the time he enjoys the games and he thinks they're pretty good and it's just like honest reviews. It's not like rage. But like it gets like more and more like dramatic and episodic as it goes on and it's 3 seasons long. Each season is about an hour like approximately. And
Okay.
like it's
I
like it
didn't know there
ends. It
was
has
a
like a
fucking intense lore to board James.
no, there is. Let me let me pull this up.
Jamie, pull that up.
Board James is a pretty normal guy, a kid at heart who collects a good variety of board games as a hobby and reviews them. Sometimes Board James does his reviews alone, but from time to time he's joined by his best friend, Motherfucker Mike. It'll
Yo,
take a
motherfucker, Mike.
while. Take a while to
Take a
guess who
wild
plays
guess as to
Motherfucker
who
Mike. Yeah,
motherfucker
who
Mike might
Motherfucker
be.
Mike is. But like board, so like a lot of the comedy and like originally is like it's supposed to like remind you of like when you were a kid and playing board games, and it's like nostalgic in a weird way. And Motherfucker Mike is like that one asshole kid who's like cheating and just like ruining the game for everybody, or just like he just like throws the board and just fucks everything up. He's just an asshole. He's a motherfucker.
He's a
And then
dick.
there's Bad Luck Bootsy, who's an annoying but friendly guy who is prone to ruining the games and who causes nothing but trouble to James, Mike, and himself. He Bad Luck Bootsy is always just like slipping up and just something awful just happens whenever he walks in the room.
Slippin' Bootsy.
Yeah. But essentially like it started as like just like James Rolfe like barely in character, like reviewing board games, right? And he was just like, "Oh yeah, this is a Mousetrap. This is a game that I played when I was a kid." And it's like just like really short, snappy videos that are like there's like nothing to them. But like besides like the board game review and like the sort of comedy of like, when we were kids and we played board games, this happened. And then there's a little bit of AVGN stuff where he kind of like he doesn't like
This is the
rage.
shitty ass board game that I
Yeah.
got.
He doesn't like rage, but he kind of complains and like or just like but it's like making fun of the game rather than like being super angry at it. Kind of like more of like a nostalgia critic type of criticism. Just like, oh wow, that's fucking stupid. Moving forward, you know what I mean? But then like it gets more episodic, and then essentially, do you know what Mr. Bucket is?
Can't say that I do.
So, Mr. Bucket is this toy that essentially it's this bucket that like walks around like it's battery powered, and you basically you throw balls in the top of his head with like these little scoop like basically there's a bunch of balls on the floor, right?
Uh-huh.
Like little ball, they look like the little cat toy balls, and like you
Okay.
scoop them up with these like weird like scoopers, and you like throw them into the bucket, and then like the first person to get all of theirs into the bucket wins. And in the commercial they say a bunch of lines about balls that like sound really goofy, and he's like,
Okay.
oh, he's like he was like, throw your balls into my head, or don't look out, your balls might pop out of my mouth, or like weird shit like that. And it's just a bunch of shit, and then like it starts off where they just like play, it's just like James and Motherfucker Mike are playing Mr. Bucket, and they're like talking about it and how the commercial is funny, and then like it turns into like a horror movie where Mr. Bucket is like trying to like eat James's balls, and it's like shot like super dramatically, and it's like
That's so
he's like
funny.
alive. Yeah, it's funny, and then like that's like the plot of season 1, and I won't give away anything else, but it's like there's like schizophrenic delusions, and then like deaths, like character deaths, and then like weird like afterlife, like weird shit goes on, like, and it's all like through like board game reviews.
That's
It's like the ultimate thing. Like
insane.
you know how like YouTube channels, like review channels will have like lore. You get like little bits and pieces of lore in each video.
Yeah.
Like it was like that, but it was like it just like it started off with just like a little bit of lore in each video. Or it started off with no lore, and then like the lore slowly got more apparent to the point where that you were just watching a drama show like by the end. By like
That's really
the mid season
interesting.
3. Yeah, it's really good, and it only takes about 3 hours to watch the whole thing. There's like I'm pretty sure there's a Cinemassacre upload. It's like the full series in one video.
Okay.
It's really good, and it's really funny, and I think it's like it has a clear start and finish, unlike AVGN, and it has a very clear and like clear digestible lore, and I think it was much better than AVGN. And if AVGN in a weird funny way, I think if AVGN was less successful, it could have had a similar format instead of, because like the format of AVGN is to go on forever and ever and ever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like back in the day, like it felt like there could have been a little bit more lore like introduced. It felt like it could have gone the same route that Board James did, but it was so successful that they just kept pumping out like the same thing over and over again, which isn't that bad. Like I don't mind AVGN. I just think it could be something much better. And the earlier episodes were so fucking good. Holy shit. Like it was like really it's like peak like early YouTube content. Like some of the best shit.
Bored James or Angry Video Game Nerd?
Angry Video Game Nerd.
Okay.
I think Board James started in 2009.
All right, fair enough.
It went from 2009 to 2013, I think.
Yeah, no, I'll have to check this Board James show out.
Yeah, it's very good.
I've seen it like in my recommended, but I always thought it was just like, oh, look at James Rolfe, he's reviewing board games, and that was the whole thing.
Yeah. I guess the one other thing I'll add is that there are musical numbers, kind of. Not really. The characters don't sing, but they're like songs with like lyrics about the board games that are being played, and they're really really good. Like they're like there's do you know the game Tornado Rex?
No.
Have you heard of this? Well, there's this board game called Tornado Rex, and it's like there's just this dramatic game where basically you have like a spinner on the top. It's kind of like a Beyblade, and it like knocks down all the pieces, and it's like, uh-oh, don't wake up Tornado Rex while you're climbing up the mountain, or like he'll come and he's a tornado and he'll knock everybody down. And like this the guy who plays Bad Luck Bootsy wrote and like recorded a song for the episode, and it's like the most like it's
Damn.
literally, and this is gonna sound silly, it's one of like my favorite like metal songs of all time.
Yo.
And I actually like listen to metal music. That's been like a thing for my whole life. It just has like a beautiful like lead guitar. The vocals are very impressive. It's like 1 minute and like 10 seconds long. It's super short, but it's super good.
Damn. All right. Well, I think you've sold me on Board James today.
Good.
Also,
Yes.
by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but not to brag or anything, but it turns out my lack of self-confidence was unwarranted, because I just destroyed that gym that I was convinced I could not beat conceivably at all.
Wow. Congratulations.
Demi is a fur, is a warrior. I wasn't expecting it.
Jetpack Joyride main theme.
What?
Jetpack Joyride main theme was just in my recommended.
Paste?
There's Jetpack Joyride 2?
Yo?
No way. They did not make a sequel.
Jetpack
Mobile game?
Joyride 2, let's go.
Holy shit, that is a game. It's an arcade game?
Well, Jetpack Joyride
Fuck.
1 is in arcades.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of mobile games have like shitty arcade versions for your
I know
Dave
that
and
like
Buster's.
Fruit Ninja does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking hate those arcades like Dave and Buster's.
Fuck you.
I mean,
Dave and Buster's,
Dave and Buster's
is sick.
Dave and Buster's is just Chuck E. Cheese for grown-ups, right? Would you
Yeah.
agree on that?
And that's awesome.
Well, Chuck E. Cheese fucking sucks.
No, it
Even as a
doesn't.
little kid, it was like all the games
What?
were stupid.
Chuck E. Cheese. I loved going to Chuck E. Cheese as a kid. You're crazy.
The only cool thing about Chuck E. Cheese was the animatronics.
Everything about Chuck E. Cheese was cool, and Dave and Buster's has like a lot of cool shit. They had the Mario Kart cabinet.
The Mario Kart arcade one.
Yeah.
With Pac-Man in it. Have you been to like a retro arcade?
Not in a long time. I think
Okay, well the thing for me is like I just always rather go to there, and they're always like cheaper than like a Dave and Buster's.
I'm pissed because like I have a local mall that like is shitty, and like things will open and close there all the time because nobody stays there. And apparently there was like a whole ass arcade in there that I just like missed for its entire time of operation, even though I go to that mall all the time. And I saw the sign for it over the fucking vacant closed storefront, and I was like, what the fuck? How did I miss this?
Yeah. But arcades and malls fucking suck. They're always like the most like greedy, like money grabbing fucking games. First of all, there's like 9 claw machines, right?
Oh
Then
yeah.
there's like 4 or 5 of those what are they called? You know the ones where you put the coin in the thing and there's like a million coins inside of there and you're like trying to win more. The coin press pusher, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, the coin pusher thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the coin pushy thing. There's like it's like those at the arcade in my mall. There's like a bunch of those, a bunch of claw machines, and some like shitty racing game and some shitty, excuse me, fighting game.
Yeah, that the shitty like the racing game with the two seats next to each other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah,
those
yeah.
are fun to play when you have a friend to play it with, though.
If it's a good one, sometimes there's good ones. Like
I would argue that even a shitty one would provide the same level of just like wacky fun.
I actually really enjoyed the my local arcade, the good arcade in my city. They have Initial D.
Hey yo.
They have this Initial D racing game, and it's fucking awesome. It's like the best racing game I've played like in an arcade.
That's sick.
They used to have a Mario Kart, but it's out of order now.
I think David Buster's might have like exclusivity rights to that game. I could be wrong though.
No, that's bullshit. Because that game is old. And also this arcade isn't like a chain. It's just like they just buy arcade cabinets. Like they don't get them. They don't like get them like corporately ordered. Like they just buy them privately. It's like a couple guys that just buy arcade cabinets and let people come in and play.
That's fair. Would that be legally actionable though? I wonder if like there was an arcade game that like Dave and Buster's or some other company had exclusivity rights to. Would a mom and pop get fucked for just like not knowing that?
I don't think so. It's such a weird concept to me.
What, exclusivity rights is a weird concept to you?
For arcade cabinets, like because it's like a physical thing and you're saying like you can't have like it's illegal to have this physical thing
No, it's not
in the
illegal
inside
to
of your
own it,
business.
but it's illegal to have it in your business. Yes.
And by that you mean like make money, like have like people putting coins into it and like
Yeah.
profiting. Well, the arcade that I go to has it's fucking awesome. They have a wristband system and all the games are like free to play.
Oh, that's pretty
You just
sick.
you just you just pay like $15 and like
No, I
for
think
like
I think there's an arcade near me that does that too. Somebody recommended it to me. I have to go there at some point. Unfortunately, the only friend who I go places with is not into video games, so he's not super jazzed at the
Patrick.
idea of driving like the half hour it would take to get to this arcade. But
Patrick be like, sorry, not interested, not transphobic enough.
wow.
Riley be like, can we go to arcade? Patrick be like, okay, but is there a transphobic game? I want to play a transphobic game.
Transphobic game? Is there transphobic game there? Maybe.
Transphobic. Should I just upload transphobic game OST?
Yes.
Transphobia is a 2002 arcade platformer.
Let's go. Oh God, I was gonna end the episode in like 30 seconds. What the fuck? I wasn't prepared for a rival battle.
Just leave it on a cliffhanger.
I don't want to record another one.
Oh.
Wait, no, yeah, we'll record one more actually. So see you next time when I fight this guy and his unpheasant. Look at it, it's him again. Look at the rooster tendrils again. We're bringing it back around, folks.